bad situations,
when women make their own money, the last thing they want to do is support a man. Last thing they want to do is support a man.
Believe it or not, no. When women make good money, they don't. When women make money, they don't need a man because they make enough money. They have.
Okay, repeat that sentence again.
When women make enough money, they don't really need a man.
Okay, say that one more time again. When women make what? What did you say? When women make money?
Enough money, they really don't need a man.
You do understand your sentence just defeated your entire argument, right?
No, it didn't. But that's what I'm saying.
The way that you're presenting yourself publicly and bragging about being a like your time is limited and the clock is ticking and it's not going to age well. I just, we all make choices, especially if you're going to go into that industry that you think are empowering you. And in some ways it does. But the overall long-term consequences is that you're going to be viewed through a very specific lens for the rest of your life. And that is a debt that is very hard to pay. So I just want to be a warning to all of you that the money is great. And when you're in it, you think that price is totally worth it. But there's a lot that's going to come up in ways that you cannot even imagine that will haunt you. Taking the short, fun ride is not worth it long term.
Maybe some of us just like on camera.
Okay.
Like, I don't see what's
So next
Come on, talk to
I would
me.
pour into a man if he was already pouring into me and he was truly worth it, because it's the only right thing to do.
You know what? The difference is between the man and the woman is the man is paying for the first date. You're already expecting him to pay the bulk of the bills. So he's already willing to fully pour into you with not expecting you to pour into him in the same way. The ways that he's looking for you to pour into him is when he says something, you shut up and listen. And it should be that way if the man is adequate in doing his job.
So you stated that pretty much because he's leading, it's pretty much shut up and listen. That's what you're saying right now.
Women need to be told to shut up because y'all talk too much anyway. Yeah, you got to tell your girl to shut up. Matter of fact, everybody at home, if you were to chick, just randomly say, shut up. Even if she's not talking, tell her to shut up.
And here's what happens when the men check out. I get to go home. My house is quiet. I don't want no drama, no foolishness, no texting, no nonsense going on. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. I can just go. I just go home. I could just go home. I could be out there dating, but why would I do that? When all of these modern women don't have a good head on their shoulders, why would I be out there? For what?
What is wrong with modern dating nowadays?
Okay. So guys think that they don't have to like put effort or win women over. They just kind of expect traditional men, they would take you out on dates and, ask your parents out. But now it's just like, yo, you up?
Literally, they don't want to pay for anything. Like, excuse me? I agreed to go out with you.
Broken. Same thing they said, like, they just don't want to be like men anymore. I feel like men used to like build walls and like do shit. Like they used to go to war. Like,
Look at all these men down here. Like, you think that they're like gonna treat a woman right? No.
Do y'all know that a man will purposely not give you what you want? Even though he see the lifestyle that you have, he will purposely not give you what you want to try to humble you. Like, yeah. They be hating the women. Like, you could post memes all day, flowers all day, memes, quotes. He's still not gonna do it. He see it. Girls, stop posting it. He see it. It's not rocket science. He just don't like you. That's why you gotta cut him off and get somebody that like you, that you don't gotta tell. Okay? Okay.
A lot of these social situations now is just a man really doesn't want to take the risk. He really doesn't want to look like a criminal, right? The man says hi to you at a grocery store, it don't really matter where it is. He tries to make conversation with you, and you're looking at the man sideways. You're looking at the man like he did something wrong. Literally. He coming up like a creep. How? I just said hi. Hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, I don't want to talk to nobody. Well, that's something that you got to work out within yourself. But you also need to work out how to be polite. Even if y'all don't go anywhere, he don't ask you out. Modern women need to learn how to be polite in general. In general. Woman got mad at another lady for just coming up and saying hello. Just coming up and saying hello. What? I didn't do anything wrong. And then tried to put it on the internet like, oh, why she come over here bothering me? And people down in the comments are like, you look like an idiot. So you were just being polite. You need to learn some manners.
The men are right. We need to start dressing more modestly in the gym.
No, just put a shirt and pants on.
Oh my God, shut the
And she commented on your video saying, she's the woman in the clip. Thank you for saying this. All for his glory, right? Yeah, because his glory wants you posting underwear pictures of yourself in the gym. Do Christian women like you just ignore this modesty verse in the Bible or something? Training all covered up, something you've tried before, meaning putting a shirt and pants on, makes you feel anxious because it's hot, sweaty, and irritable. But going to the gym dressed as legally naked as possible doesn't make you feel anxious.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Always the same deflection of it's just a joke. It's just a, no, it's not. There's tens of thousands of angry females in your comments mad about the fact that I struck a nerve of truth. And now they need to call their father and apologize.
So Paul, I'm really glad the Bible tells women to dress modestly and cover up, but I wish they would listen more. Now that's interesting because that's not what modesty means in the Bible. What do you mean? Of course it is. Modesty means not showing skin. Not according to what I wrote. Biblical modesty was about status, not skin. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Where are you getting this? Well, look at what I actually wrote. 1 Timothy 2:9 talks about women not dressing with gold, pearls, or expensive clothes. Peter says the same thing in 1 Peter chapter 3. So, jewelry? Wealth. In the ancient world, clothing was a social weapon. You wore your riches on your body to signal power, superiority, and class. But what about temptation? The Bible never says that women are responsible for managing men's desires. Jesus places responsibility on the one who looks, not the one being looked at. So modesty isn't about covering up, hiding your body. No, it's about not flaunting privilege. It's a warning against pride, not a dress code. But what about not causing a brother to stumble? Yeah, that's their responsibility. Your responsibility is if your eye causes you to sin, gouge it out.
And you also have to start asking the question, like, why is anybody shocked that the good men are going extinct? Like the good men are moving away? Like why is that something that you're, oh man, you know, that they just up and disappeared? No, they didn't. I'm seeing you out here messing with other guys. I'm seeing you out here not being serious. I'm seeing you out here prioritizing chaos, drama, the quick buck, basically, the short-term play. I'm seeing you out here rewarding that versus somebody that's stable, makes good money, and has their stuff together, a long-term partner. You don't want that guy right now. You want that guy when you're 35 or 40.
When did it become such a problem for women wanting a man who's a provider? Like, since when is that such an issue? Because back in the day, I'm not trying to get spiritual, but if you look in the Bible, men are supposed to be providers and women are supposed to be nurturers. So when did the issue about a man providing become such a thing? Like, why is that a thing? Like, why are you guys looking at women?
We ain't providing for everybody now.
I get that too.
You gotta have some standards.
I agree. But why is it a problem, or why is it such a big topic that a woman wants a man who makes a little money?
Nah, the problem is because it turns into a scenario where women are going to whoever the highest bidder is. So you can have a that love you that make 80,000, but this that don't care about you that make 150,000 get your attention. You feel me? So it's like, what's the point of being a good when
the rich is gonna win?
Yeah, the rich is gonna win.
Why don't men court women anymore? I feel like women my age, we don't experience, or we didn't experience, the courting phase. Like women back in the day, they got to experience that. Like you got to think about women back in the day. Those men wasn't old, but those men was stepping up. Do you hear me? They don't do that anymore. They want to take you to a don't you then take you home. Well, since when? And then after that, y'all together. Y'all date. Y'all a couple. Like, I thought we were supposed to court for a couple months to see if we even compatible. I need to see you when you mad, when you sad, when you happy. I need to see you when you broke. I need to see you when you up. I need to see different variations of you before I say you mine. Because then when we get together and I turn out to be a psycho, you looking at me like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, I've been this person. You didn't know because you got with me after a fucking month. After you took me to the hookah lounge. And we ate chicken wings.
And a lot of these modern women, they say a lot of stuff that's demeaning. They talk about how men are shaming women, but a lot of these modern women out here shame men a lot. They say some off the wall stuff. They say some crazy stuff to disrespect a man. And when a man says, okay, that's how it is, you have to understand when you say stuff like that, when you do stuff like that, a man, you're going to call him cold. You're going to say that he's emotionally unavailable. But really, part of that, or maybe even a good portion of that, was you talking trash. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Like Kevin Samuels always used to say. You two were worried about shaming him and insulting him. Now that man seemed cold and distant, and you're not looking at what you did that might have caused that.
Can you predict someone's divorce by their wedding?
I have found that the bigger the ring, the bigger the divorce, and the bigger the wedding spectacle, the more likely the divorce, in my experience. If you break down like the role of a bride in a traditional wedding, it's an unbelievably narcissistic pursuit for a woman. We're going to do an engagement, which is you're going to give me a stone of tremendous value that I'm going to wear as a public display of the fact that I am now engaged in this commitment. And then I'm going to put that on social media. And then we're going to have an engagement party. So that's party one. And then I'm going to have a bachelorette party, party number 2. Then we're going to have a rehearsal dinner, party number 3. Then we're going to have the wedding, party number 4. And then we're going to have a honeymoon. If this is really important to you, you're telling me a lot about yourself. You're telling me how important being the center of attention is to you. I think if the first time you get everybody you love in the same room as your funeral, you're an idiot. Like, I think you should celebrate. We've turned it into just a spectacle. I mean, the wedding industrial complex, man, $1 trillion industry. And again, catastrophically fails more than 50% of the time.
For ladies that think their looks is what attracts men, when Matthew McConaughey saw his wife, he said, "What is that?" He didn't even say, "Who is that?" Because he said her energy was so attractive. Men feel you before they see you. I know everyone says men are about looks. Yeah, men are. But when your man is finding you, he is going to feel you before he really sees you. This is why stepping into prize energy, your unique energy, your highest self-worth, your most embodied feminine energy that is tailored to you is so important, because then your man notices you. You're no longer trying to be like every other feminine out there. You have uniqueified, I just made that word up, your own energy, and your man is going to be like, who is that? It happens every time to all my clients.
You know, modern women continue to ask, well, why is it that men are opting out of dating? Well, you know, you try being drained of your money, your energy, your resources. Something always got to be expensive. You always got to take them to an expensive place. You try doing that type of stuff for multiple women and see if you like dating. You try paying $150 fee every single time you go out and see how old it's gonna get fast. Even if a man has a date, one date a month, that's $150 bill. That's $150 bill. When the new game comes out, with $150, I could have bought that game and some of the DLC. I could have gone out with the boys, taken myself out. I could have put that money back towards a trip. I could have put that money in my investment account. There's so many things I could have done with that money besides spending on somebody that I know don't like me. That's how a lot of men are thinking now. It's not that you're a bad person. It's just that in a lot of these situations, I'm burning through my money and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Modern women don't want equality. They want power without responsibility, authority without correction, respect without reciprocation. They expect a man to correct the world, but can't handle being corrected about anything. Try to tell a woman today that she's wrong and watch the Olympic level mental gymnastics start. She'll rewrite the whole story, change the timeline, gaslight you. She'll blame the universe, her childhood, Mercury retrograde, your tone, anything besides saying, yeah, you're right, I need to work on that. You can't ask for a man to lead you and then get offended when he leads you. These modern women today, they don't like when a man challenges them. And it's not because the challenging is wrong, but because deep down inside they know that you're right. can y'all just admit that you want a yes man and not a partner? Y'all want a puppet. Stop asking for a real man when you can't even handle real correction.
There's one thing that drains a man faster than anything else in a relationship, and most women do it every single day without realizing. It's not about what you're saying, it's how you're saying it, the tone of voice. A lot of women don't realize they've stopped using that soft, warm voice with their man. Everything comes out sharp. Complaining about this, nagging about that, bringing up what he didn't do. And when was the last time you said something genuinely positive? Not sarcastic, not backhanded, just appreciative. Most of the time, it's 90% critical and maybe 10% positive, if that. And then we wonder why he seems distant or checked out. That constant negativity, it's draining. Your man craves your softness, your warmth. He needs to feel like you actually like him.
And men, you have to understand that men work off of respect, right? So if I'm seeing, hey, why is he not, really chasing me and begging for me, and I want him to really, really want me and love me and all that stuff, I get it. But, if a man is getting out there chasing, you think about being in the middle of nowhere, just chasing. And at some point in time, you're gonna be like, what am I doing running? What are we running for? What am I running for? Is there danger? Like, what's the situation? And that's what's happening. Men have stopped and started questioning why they're actually chasing. What am I running for? Who am I running after? Who am I running away from? And when you see men stop and start to do that analysis, now he gets clarity on, well, what the heck? Why am I going in this direction? Ain't nothing over here for me. And that's when you stay over there and you sit over there like, oh man, he just quit chasing me. Because he stopped running and he started thinking. And once he started thinking, he got some mental clarity and was like, oh, she wasted my time. Let me go run in there. Let me go run in the other direction, towards my goals, towards my vision, toward my aspiration. Let me go back that way. Let me find somebody back that way that actually likes me. That's why you're missing out on these good guys.
This man said, why every time I meet a woman, she's behind on her bills or she needs help with a bill? If that's something that you're questioning and it's bothering you, upsetting you, that you have to bring it to the internet, you don't need to be meeting women right now. You need to be focusing on yourself and getting your life together so that doesn't bother.
This is the equivalent of you walking down the street and a homeless person like, hey man, can I borrow, can I have $1? Can I have $5? And you like, nah, right now I don't got it. And you're like, broke ass nigga. Me? I'm broke? Wait, hold up. I'm broke when you're begging me for money. And I'm like, nah. But you're a bum on the street. But I'm broke, I don't want to give you none. I got to get my life together. Hold up. I got to get my life together to help you get your life together. And because I can't help you get your life together, I'm a bum, but you're the one that needs to get your life together? Do women hear themselves sometimes? Like, do they, like, I'm gonna repeat this for you just in case I lost you. I'm a bum because I don't have the funds to take care of your life and my life. But you don't have the funds to take care of your life at all? That level of kinjutsu does not work on me.
Women are doing at home between $150,000 to $250,000 a year in domestic labor.
So you're saying women are doing $150,000 to $200,000 of unpaid labor?
Yes.
Have you thought about the unpaid labor that men do around the house? Construction, landscaping, plumber, electrician, pest control, security guard, IT support, chauffeur, mechanic, babysitter, etc.
That is such a fantastic point. Do you own a firearm?
No.
Would you date a guy who owns a firearm?
Yes.
Okay, have you dated?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's interesting because you're saying, well, for you to have a full-time armed security guard, which is what women have, that's really expensive. Women basically have executive protection for free. That's unpaid labor. In fact, can I ask you a question? Husbands should be willing to protecting you. Take the bullet.
Yeah.
Would you do the reverse for him?
No.
If we're talking about unpaid labor, if I wanted to hire 24/7 security, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
You know, it's funny because a lot of these modern women, they'll come to a first date with a list of things, literal lists of things that they're expecting from a guy. I want you, I want you, I want your therapist. I want the exact number. I want the exact number of therapy sessions that you've gone to within the last 3 weeks. How long were they? What object lessons did you learn from that? Which the object lessons I really don't have a problem with, but they want to grill you on the questions that they want to know. But all it takes from you is one question, 2 questions, one question actually. Let me jump it back down to one question. What do you bring to the table? And then the date is over. They didn't ask you about your family history, and then one question is like, "Oh yeah, you're pretty thorough." Now, let me go ahead and ask you, what do you bring to the table? Oh man,
Can you please let me out my room, please? This is fucking ridiculous. Can you please let me out my room? Can you please let me out my room? Right now, she's blocking me in my room. Excuse me.
Bro, no. Can you please hear me out? Like I'm.
What you mean, no? What do you mean, no? What do you mean? I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to put your stuff in us so you can leave.
Be with another bitch is already set up when I wasn't cheating on you.
No, I'm not saying none of that. I just asked you to leave. I just asked you to leave.
Just look at this person calling me to fucking make this shit right to tell you that I'm not
I just asked you to leave, bro. That's all I did. That's all I did.
It's set in stone that they don't want to be with me because I cheated with you. So
can you just...
here they are. The police on the way. Bro, can you please hear this man out? I've been telling him to please leave me the fuck alone, bro. Can you please hear them out, bro?
Man, can you move out the way, please? She's not letting me. She's not letting me leave the room right now.
I was not cheating on you with this man, bro. I swear to God, can you please just hear me out? Like seriously.
Hey man, I don't want to laugh, but this man.
Cause they're not even a part of like that. I didn't cheat on you. That's weird. You went through my phone and I didn't cheat on you. I'm telling them to leave me the alone. That's why it's weird. And they're steady calling back and calling back and calling back and calling back to let you know that that's not what's going on with your. So what are you tripping for?
Can you let me out, please?
Like I'm not cheating on you, bro. Can you please just hear me out? You ready to? I ain't there to tell you.
See, this is what she do. Won't even let me.
Why do women lose interest even when you are a good guy? Men, there is such thing as emotional polarity. There is such thing as attraction. And there's such thing as mystery and competence. Women are very much drawn to mystery. The kind of guy that they're like, I can't read him, you know? Or like, how did he used to be? Does he know how to treat a woman? I bet he was good in bed. All of these things are mysteries. If she can read you right off the bat, you already are bucketed into a good guy, and she's like, he's boring. I swear to you, and it sounds bad. When you have a woman that knows that you're a good guy, but you're lacking competence, you're lacking the emotional polarity that she so desires, you could give her every ounce of attention and do every single thing she's asking for, and the traction will not be there. So you have to learn to use your discernment, and you have to learn to read the situation appropriately of where you're putting energy and not getting anything in return. You have to read those little cues that you're doing all the extra things and still you're not snagging her. It's because you are not the one. Women attach very quickly. I promise you this. We could not latch on to a female and pull her away from the most toxic man if she's attracted to him. And we try. Us as friends, we try. We can't do it. So if she's not running to you from all of the things that you are doing, then you are wasting your energy and you need to apply it to somebody else that sees your value.
I seen a post that said, now women care about men's mental health. No, we don't. No, we don't. Who said that?
Good women. That's who said that. You know, those that actually care about others other than themselves.
I'll be the bad guy. I'm here to tell you the truth. You're not fighting mental health. You're fighting accountability.
Well, if anyone would know what fighting accountability is like, that would be some women out there. But I wonder exactly what they mean.
You're fighting the things that you did in the past that you don't want to own up to. You're fighting the voices in your head that your mama put there ever since you was a little boy, trying to enable you your whole life. Now you got to face it in the real world.
And this is what we would call victim blaming, saying that all their mental health problems are essentially their own fault.
I'm going to tell you the truth. Stop it. You're faking it.
Oh dear. So they've actually gone from blaming the victim for their own mental health problems to actually denying that those mental health problems for thousands, if not millions of men actually exist. How charming.
Stop it. You're not fighting demons. You're fighting yourself. You're fighting your own consequences. Please.
Unfortunately, as we have just seen, there are a lot of very misguided individuals out there that really don't understand a thing about mental health, and it shows.
Modern women really, they're not serious. They always have something silly to say. Well, how come I can't get a man to take me seriously? This goes beyond joking, right? Because you can have fun, you can be silly, you know, that's just who she is. She's just a goofy person. She just likes to have fun, she just likes to cut up. That's just who she is, right? If that's not your personality, leave her alone. That's one thing. What we have today is modern women cackling and being silly in a man's face when a man is trying to approach. And not only do they act silly and immature, they continue it instead of saying, no, we just playing. What's going on? There's one woman in the gym. Man came up to her, you know, maybe he could have said something a little bit better. Maybe he could have approached a little bit better. He didn't do anything weird. But, you know, maybe he could have said some stuff better. Her friend jumps in, starts cackling and doing all that other stuff. And instead of saying, no, I'm sorry, go ahead. You know, this is your moment. And really, you know, being genuine about it. You know, maybe you give him a good natured ribbing. Hey, you remember when you said that to Chloe? And, you know, just kind of bust out laughing. And, you know, you kind of roast them a little bit and go on about your business. Men can take that. What men don't want to be involved in anymore is being the butt of the joke every single time. And they really didn't even do anything wrong. It's not worth it, man.